He was a quiet boy who spoke late, a dreamer who didn't fit in at school, and a man who turned imagination into science. He looked at the stars and asked questions no one else dared to ask. His ideas broke the limits of what people thought was possible. This is the story of Albert Einstein, the man who changed the way we understand space, time, and everything in between. Albert Einstein was born in 1879 in the small town of Ulm, Germany. As a child, he was curious but different. He spoke slowly, and some people thought he might never be smart. But inside his mind, ideas were forming, quiet, powerful, and full of wonder. He loved music, played the violin, and could spend hours just thinking about how things worked. When he was 5, his father showed him a small compass. Albert was amazed that the needle always pointed north, even though nothing visible was touching it. That mystery sparked his lifelong love for science. School, however, was not easy. He didn't like strict rules or memorizing facts. Teachers thought he was lazy, but Albert just wanted to understand why things happened, not just accept them. When he was a teenager, his family moved to Switzerland, where he continued his studies and found a freer way of learning. He later attended the Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich, where he studied physics and mathematics. After graduation, he couldn't find a teaching job, so he worked at a patent office, reviewing inventions all day. But in his spare time, he worked on his own theories, writing down thoughts that would soon rewrite science itself. In 1905, while still working at the patent office, Albert published 4 papers that changed everything. Scientists now call it his miracle year. He explained how light behaves like both a wave and a particle, how motion and time are connected, and how tiny atoms move. Most famously, he wrote an equation that became the most famous in the world. E equals mc squared. It means energy and matter are connected. They are 2 forms of the same thing. It was simple, elegant, and revolutionary. Einstein's ideas shocked the world. He showed that time could move faster or slower depending on how fast you travel. That gravity could bend light. That the universe was far stranger and more beautiful than anyone had imagined. Many scientists didn't believe him at first, but in 1919, an eclipse proved he was right. Light from distant stars bent exactly as his theory predicted. Overnight, Albert Einstein became a global celebrity, the face of genius. He moved to Berlin, where he continued his research and became one of the most famous scientists in history. But fame didn't change him. He still dressed simply, rarely combed his hair, and spoke with humor and humility. He said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, but imagination encircles the world." When Adolf Hitler rose to power in Germany, Einstein, who was Jewish, left his homeland. He moved to the United States and became a professor at Princeton University. He loved freedom, and he used his fame to speak out against war, racism, and injustice. During World War II, his theories helped shape the foundation for nuclear energy. But when he learned his work was used to build the atomic bomb, he was deeply saddened. He spent the rest of his life promoting peace and disarmament. In his later years, Einstein continued to search for what he called a unified theory, a way to explain all the forces of nature in one simple law. He never finished it, but he never stopped trying. He once said, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." That curiosity drove him until the end. Albert Einstein passed away in 1955 at the age of 76. When he died, scientists found that his brain was different, more connected, more active, a reflection of the mind that had changed the world. Albert Einstein showed that genius is not about knowing everything, but about never stopping the search for truth. He reminded us to ask questions, to imagine freely, and to look at the world with wonder. He once said, "Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." From a quiet boy with a compass to the man who unlocked the secrets of the universe, Albert Einstein taught us that curiosity can move mountains and even bend time itself. Thank you for listening. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more simple stories about people who changed the world.